So welcome everybody. We're back amongst the Thinking Thursdays, and it's been probably I think about 3 months since the last one, and we're better placed to start than with Peter Harnden, the GBGB trainers representative. Peter, you looks as though it's particularly nice in the Nottinghamshire area at this stage.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's been about 37, I think, today down here, so it's extreme weather conditions at Nottingham at the moment.
That's Nottingham near where?
Gran Canaria at the moment. I'm not in Tenerife with my pal, Mr. Mitchell. If anybody thinks I am, I'm actually over the water over in Gran Canaria.
Oh, I see. You really need a contract at somewhere like Romford or somewhere. You'd probably be in Jamaica at this stage, but you're doing your best.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Brilliant. It's the first time we've spoken because obviously there was no Zooms. It's the first time we've spoken since you joined Toaster. How are you getting on?
I love it. I find it very, very tough on the winners front. The grade here is far superior than what I was attached to before. Your bottom grade here is probably your A4, A3 dogs. I think I did see an A2 once, but I think they were ex-Derby dogs. So, and the bottom grade's A7, which the A7 is probably A4, A5 dogs from my previous Nottingham campus. So it's tough. I mean, I've brought dogs here which were A7, A6 dogs, and they're struggling to win a race, which I can accept, and I've got to learn from that. And in future, if I buy any, or obviously when you breed, you're trying to get the better dogs. But if I buy any, I've got to make sure I buy, at least sort of my old-fashioned A3 dogs, what I used to have at Nottingham, to grade on here.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, Nottingham isn't the worst grade. I mean, it just really goes to show how strong Toaster is, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been running my A5 dogs against like Central Park's XA1, A2 dogs, and it's like I could never believe there was that big a difference. There probably isn't that big a difference because they're beating me, but that's what the grade's like. I mean, I love the place. I was concerned about the travelling. It's probably an hour and 10 minutes. I can do it in an hour, but with the fuel, etc., I try and do it in an hour and 10, and I can tick along. And it's, what, I find it actually really nice because I never used to get the time to have a sit down and chill out.
I was thinking an hour and 10 minutes. I mean, someone like Graham Rankin, that was like going to the corner shop for him.
Do you know what? You're saying that, actually. That's the thing with us English compared to the Scots. I mean, I speak to Gary Ferguson, and they're doing like 5 or 6 hours. I think I'd have to have 2 days off if I did 5 or 6 hours. But, to these lads, it's like nothing to them. But to us, it's like, we think it's mad. I mean, we think a long journey's in an hour, but it's not. So it's...
No, that's still led him back over the board, unlike McNair, that we can't get rid of him. I mean, he just hangs around, doesn't he?
Well, I'd spend 4 hours getting away from Rab.
I need to ask you, I understand that there's having given up your breeding career, I understand that you're giving it a little bit of thought again.
Yeah, I have. It's totally revitalised me, and there's more money come back into the game, and I've been really, really pleased to see the upgrade on the finances, what they've done to trainers. That brings in massive changes what we've tried to do regarding welfare, and it brings in the idea that the money what you spend on breeding, it actually could be worthwhile now. And I think one of the biggest things for me is I've got a sister to Susie Sapphire's mother. So, you see and you just think to yourself, I can't not do it. So we've had a chat at the kennels. My mother's getting old now. My mother's well in her 80s, and she used to be the person who used to do the breeding. And I've got a real good set of kennel staff now. And, one of the girls there said, I'll do it. I'll stop every night with a bitch, because there's a lot of work involved when you're breeding. We did speak to Sean Conway to see about sending the bitch over there to be mated and him welcome down and then send him back over here. And I haven't put that in my mind yet. Sean's obviously a real good guy. But, I'm not tempted again. You can't be having pups running around in the field now. I've got a litter of Magical Bale pups at the moment. I'm rearing for Lee, a guy who's he's got dogs with Kevin Hutton. I think Magical Dukes one he's got there. But I've got a litter of pups for him. What I had off Anna Thompson, actually, when she gave in, she said to me, this chap's a really, really nice guy. They're lovely pups. Will you have them for me? And they're in the field now, and they're beautiful. I mean, there's a dog and a bitch in there, which are just like, I thought, I wish these were mine. And it's give us a buzz. You go down, you feed them, you see in the morning, you go down at night, give them the milk. and you think to yourself, cracking me, there might be a champion there. And I've not had that for the last 2 years or so, and I've really missed that. So it's given me the buzz again, and so I definitely think we'll have a litter. I mean, she was a fantastic bitch. She broke off in the first ever trial for me, and she come off the Comerford, the people who own Susie Sapphire, and they said she's a good bitch. This bitch, you'll like her. And well, she was off 16 months, I think it nearly was. So I never knew how good she was. She only ended up running A6, A7 for us, but she's just been always a stunning bitch, and I love her to bits. So I think she'll make good pups. So fingers crossed.